Imagine being invited by the police and then upon arrival, you are told that you are not allowed to leave, you are under arrest and you will be deported back to the Gambia. That is exactly what happened to Sekou Kante. So Sekou was a Gambian migrant who lived in Germany. He lived in a place called Heilbronn. So he was in Germany for like 7 years. One day, just like any normal day for him, he went to work, he came back, and then he opened his mailbox. In the mailbox, there was a letter. The letter was actually from the police. So the police invited Sekou for an urgent but unspecified meeting. So Sekou was not concerned or suspicious because he was not in conflict with the law and he has no prior criminal records. So he decided he was going to honor the invitation immediately without having shower, lunch, or even rest. But what Sekou did not know was that he was about to join the list of 1,600 Gambian migrants who were removed from Germany since 2017. And also the fact that he had an ongoing application for residence permit, under a certain German law that allows immigrants who lived in Germany for like 5 years with no criminal records and went through multiple steps of integration. All that was not going to prevent his removal from Germany. So upon arrival, the police did not immediately inform him about the purpose of the urgent meeting. He was just left waiting. After some time, he asked if he could leave. That was when he was told that he cannot leave. He was going to be deported to his home country, the Gambia. Out of confusion and curiosity, of course, he started asking some questions, but the police were not having any of it. They immediately surrounded him, they wrestled him to the ground and started restraining him. So in the process, a female police officer tried to use her finger to open his mouth. So he resisted because he did not know why anyone would try to open someone's mouth in the course of an arrest. So the officer tried for a second time, and once Sekou opened his mouth, the officer put a metal object inside his mouth. So all of a sudden, he couldn't talk, he started bleeding. It was a mouth gag. A metal mouth gag. They soon transported him to the airport, but not directly to the Gambia. They were headed for Istanbul, where they took another flight to the Gambia. So remember, from Stuttgart area to Istanbul is 3 hours. And then from Istanbul to Banjul is 7 to 8 hours. So throughout all this long journey, Sekou was in pain and slightly bleeding from his mouth because the gag was still inside his mouth. So upon arrival in the Gambia, neither the accompanying German officers nor the Gambian authorities removed the metal gag from his mouth. And this was still causing him so much pain. None of them bothered to remove it. So eventually, it was his family that took him to Ndemban Clinic. But interestingly, at Ndemban Clinic, they could not remove the metal gag from his mouth. Then he was transferred to Banjul, to the main hospital, where they eventually removed the metal from his mouth. Sadly, there is no active case or investigation about this matter as of the time of recording this video. And also, unfortunately, the Gambia does not have an embassy in Germany. So the closest is Brussels. So the Gambian embassy in Brussels is actually overseeing Germany. The Brussels embassy officials said they want to raise the matter with the German authorities, but they are waiting on the medical report from Banjul. So for some reasons, the authorities at the Edward Francis Teaching Hospital cannot provide Sekou with the report. And he went through the procedure in their hospital, around the 13th or 14th of this month. But the Brussels embassy staff promised to raise this matter with the German authorities once they have this medical report. So Sekou has actually raised this matter with the Human Rights Commission. I'm not quite sure what they can do about this matter, but at least they have been informed about it. Here is what I think about all this. The Gambian authorities should not receive their citizens from anyone who tortured their citizens during the process of deportation, because that is asking to collaborating with torturers. So share this video, share Sekou's story, so maybe together we can raise awareness about some of these practices, because who knows, maybe someone else was victim and the person is still quiet. Maybe this practice has been going on for some time, because I don't think all of a sudden they will just wrestle Sekou to the ground and put a gag in his mouth when actually they have not been doing it for some time. So share the video and let me know what you think about this.